Oh, this is Mr. Hornsby83 with another edition of Mr. Hornsby83 topics, and today I'm going to be talking about the Vince McMahon Stone Cold Steve Austin podcast, where Vince McMahon appeared on Stone Cold podcast. And the way the thing would be, and I know it's been talked about already a couple times after it happened. I was on a big little, hiatus from YouTube while that was going on. But first of all, Stone Cold hyped this like there's not gonna be no BS questions. There's not gonna be no BS answers. But that's all there was BS questions. Would be yeah. Stone Cold pushed a little bit of questions. And really the only thing he really pressed Vince McMahon on was Macho Man getting in the Hall of Fame and how the fans can contact him to put their input on what Vince McMahon should do to improve his product. But that's about all he did. Other than that, it was like a big old love fest, like freaking Stone Cold and Vince McMahon, reminiscing about the great times together, blah blah. Then they talked about the CM Punk, and and Stone Cold should have pressed him to talk about the CM Punk situation. They talked about it like somewhat in a manner of speaking, but really, it was just I don't get it. That just proves to me that Stone Cold is basically what John Cena was. Yeah, he might have questioned a few things that man did, but in the end, the only things that Stone Cold had really done to defy authority in real life is the situation that he had with Bischoff, going and making the skull belt behind Vince McMahon's back, and walking out over the Brock Lesnar situation. That's all he really did. What? Three major things. You would think, a lot of people probably, for some people, they still believe Stone Cold that guy that's real defiant against Vince McMahon, and he's like that against Vince in real life. Well, people that think that are stupid. You know what kind of people think that? The IWC. But I've already said enough about those reasons. But, it's just ridiculous. I mean, it's just so stupid that, Stone Cold Steve Austin's plugging this crap about there's not gonna be no BS questions. There's not gonna be no BS answers. And like I said, two things he's pressing about was the Macho Man Hall of Fame thing, which if you saw Raw Monday, they're finally inducted. He should have got inducted when Hulk Hogan and them got inducted, but no, you sit there and you waste time putting some other freaking guy in there that didn't even deserve to be in there yet. But yeah, I digress from that. Bottom line is, Stone Cold Steve Austin, yeah, he's a great wrestler, and yeah, he was a little questionable and defiant, Vince McMahon such a shit. There's not another you out there. CM Punk was kind of like Stone Cold. Let's see, Kevin Steen, who changed his name to Kevin Owens, he's like that. I can think of a few other guys that's out there that just like Stone Cold. WWE just wants to freaking give you garbage wrestlers like Cena and freaking Roman Reigns and freaking Brock Lesnar, who don't even know how to wrestle anymore. I didn't think he was much of a wrestler even back when his prime. I get so sick and tired of people talking about how great Brock Lesnar was. Brock Lesnar, first of all, was overrated. Second of all, Brock Lesnar should not have got hyped up the way he did so fast. And there was other guys in that company at the time who busted their tails, worked a lot better, could talk a lot better. I also want to get to the Cesaro thing, which really freaking irritated me. He can't connect with the people. He can't freaking, people that like. He was getting major heat heading into WrestleMania, and even after WrestleMania, when he went to WrestleMania, Andre the Giant Memorial thing. Fans were behind him. Why he got pushed out? Oh, because they didn't want to freaking give up. They didn't want to have their golden child, John Cena, get put on the backside. Or they wanted to take part-timer Brock Lesnar and boost him to a title run, which he didn't deserve. And to be quite honest, I'm not a big Cena fan, but if I was John Cena, I would have refused to lose to freaking Brock Lesnar. Why he didn't, I don't know, because I hear he's got creative control over his own character. If I was Cena, I wouldn't even and the way they made him win, I wouldn't even freaking wanted to lose to Brock Lesnar like that. But Cena's that company guy that's like, I'll do anything that you want, Vince. So, that's part of the reason why I'm not big on Cena. But, and, I don't know, Royal Rumble, hopefully they fill a monkey wrench just like Daniel Bryan win, because Roman Reigns, and from what I seen last Monday on Raw, looks like freaking Lesnar's gonna win, because, Cena AAD through the table, and Rollins, curb stomping. But, that's just ridiculous that, Vince McMahon is so delusional and so out of touch. It's so full of crap, because that's all was spewing out of his mouth was a bunch of crap and a bunch of garbage, and then when it came to them tough questions, it took him a while to answer them. And, it took him a while to answer Will Macho Man being there. He's like, that's up to, well, yeah, sure, he did. Or, how can we get a hold of you to let you know how to, he wouldn't say. Stone Cold had to point out the Vince McMahon Twitter account. Vince didn't want to do it. Vince looked like he wanted to kill Stone Cold when Stone Cold said that. And with Cesaro, he was definitely delusional. Okay. And he didn't reach for the brass ring like so many other people did. And the only guy that did recently was John Cena. Yeah, Vince, just thinking about how stupidly delusional Vince McMahon is, and how freaking, how much of a butt kisser Stone Cold turned out to be, with all this big, documentaries about, Stone Cold question this and that. Only 3 incidents where Stone Cold gave major problems about something. Big whoop. Anybody can have 3 incidents. I mean, I still respect what Stone Cold did in the world of wrestling, but that's about it with Stone Cold. I'm gonna talk a little about the big major announcement not too long after that, which CM Punk going to UFC, which I don't know why. It just don't make no sense. A little bit, get out of the way. Just don't make no sense why, CM Punk was the guy. I guess he wants to test it. I guess he figured, well, Lesnar was successful in it. Why not me? But Lesnar had an amateur wrestling background and this and that. CM Punk, though, he does do jiu-jitsu. Say it right. Jiu-jitsu. And, he does know a little bit. And I hear he rolled on mats with Gracie. Like Hoist Gracie and all that. And so, he could probably do that stuff. But let's see how well he hits in this company. Let's see how many fights he wins. Let's see if he, gets the same. Let's see if he does as well as Brock Lesnar did. Because to be quite honest with you, I liked Brock Lesnar, the UFC fighter, a whole lot better than I liked Brock Lesnar, the wrestler. And you know what? I don't care what people think of what I'm saying about Brock Lesnar. This is my opinion. They have their opinions. It's a freedom of speech the last time I checked. And I think Brock Lesnar just should not have gotten pushed as soon as he did. There was other guys that deserved it more than him. Despite the promos he cut when he was going to fight Goldberg about, I'm not a Goldberg wannabe. Well, that's basically what they were making him out to be when he first came in. It's kind of funny because originally Goldberg was kind of a Stone Cold wannabe over in WCW. So, but none of them will admit that. But, Goldberg ended up becoming a great, a good wrestler. Not great, not a good worker, but, he was a big name, and he entertained, and he did try improving his wrestling skills over the years, which he did pretty well with. And WCW really dropped the ball with Goldberg because they were too busy caught up in the NWO crap, which was people done got tired of by that point. But and I also want to talk about something Taz said on his new podcast, on his little preview show that I've seen on WrestleZone. Taz sitting there talking about, we got duped. I think WWE and CM Punk was in on this all along. Oh, yeah. Yeah, like Vince McMahon's gonna let CM Punk go out and freaking reveal every little dirty secret about his company on a podcast a week before the one that he was gonna be on. And then he's gonna help CM Punk get in the UFC. If you did not hear what freaking Punk said on that podcast, Taz, why don't you freaking go back and listen to it again and listen to what he said about he don't want CM Punk competing in that if he's a part of WWE because of the fact that somebody could die in it. This is very so freaking delusional. It's, I don't know. You know, that podcast sucks. That's why, you know, I understand Stone Cold's loyalty to the business because WCW misused him, wasted his talents there. ECW didn't do much with him, and WWE gave him the push he deserved. I'll admit, he did work hard to get where he got. He wasn't a John Cena who got handed everything when he came in. He wasn't a Randy Orton who got handed everything when he came in. He's not a Roman Reigns that's getting ready to get handed everything when he came in. He's up there with Daniel Bryan and that, but still, he's a company guy just like Cena was, no matter what. He's, you know, and I've said a number of things about Stone Cold plugging John Cena. Like, oh yeah, he's good for the, yeah. You're freaking you're just as delusional as Vince McMahon if you think that's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Freaking Rock, same way. He's just as delusional as Vince McMahon. Because Vince McMahon feeds people garbage. CM Punk even talked about it on that podcast. He fills your heads up with BS. That's what he was doing on that podcast. Trying to fill people's heads up with BS. And people like Stone Cold Steve Austin and that buy into it. And the ignorant sheep that instead of freaking, you know, doing what they need to do to help get this product better, they'll freaking root for anybody WWE takes and try to make a big name for them. The only ones that really do are smart are the ones that are in the audience chanting stuff like boring about freaking Roman Reigns or Cena sucks or talking about how, you know, people like the IWC and all that. Yeah, but that'll do it for this video. Tomorrow I will be doing the championship games, NFC, AFC picks, and you'll find out who I'm riding with. Friday, I'm going to do, I'll kind of just stick with the rest of the theme a little bit, so I'm going to do a little topic because I heard a rumor that they're thinking about, you know, having 2 titles again in WWE, which makes no sense. You done freaking unified them. You got the right name for the title now. WWE World Heavyweight Championship. It's a belt that, you know, has WWE Championship. Try to find the word. It resembles the WWE and a WCW Championship mixed together. So just leave it. 1 title. You don't need no more titles. I'll talk more about that Friday. We'll have a review. I'm still not sure what I'm going to review. I'll probably have a update on what I'll be reviewing tomorrow or Friday. But until then, peace.